Sarò molto volentieri il vostro host per questa sessione di reazione ai video horror. Spero vi possa piacere, spero vi possa interessare. Vi auguro una buona visione. Spegnete le luci se avete le luci accese e mettete un dito in culo. In genere a tutti.
Top 5 ghosts.
Dito in culo è importante,
The passenger. This next chilling CCTV video was allegedly shared to the public by an anonymous taxi driver in Japan.
Aspettate, lo rimetto da capo che facciamo con un'altra inquadratura, così c'è meno roba in mezzo. Ecco.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The passenger. This next chilling CCTV video was allegedly shared to the public by an anonymous taxi driver in Japan. He says that a little after 1 a.m. he saw a woman on the street raise her hand to hail his taxi. He pulls over and stops. But what happens next is truly bizarre. The taxi driver remotely opens the door in the back with a switch, expecting the woman to step inside the vehicle. But when he looks again, there's no one there. So the confused driver simply closes the door and drives away. But just a few minutes later, he drives through a tunnel on the road. Without him knowing, his drive recorder captures something absolutely terrifying.
Nah. Nah. Ma che sei matto? Poco poco mi giro dallo specchietto. Ma lo sai che parte?
Frenesis, benvenuto nelle cagne di cane.
Frenesis. LOL.
The extremely disturbing figure of a woman can be seen appearing in the backseat of his car. Not once,
Come l'hanno scoperto?
but twice.
Come l'hanno scoperto?
She appears distorted with a swollen face, one creepy eye open and one closed. The taxi driver claims that he had no idea what was happening so close behind him. He says that he felt a disturbing chill at the time, but he didn't see or hear anything unusual. The driver believes this to be the manifestation of a spirit of the victim of a traffic accident on this road, forever lost on the streets of Japan, trying to get a ride back home. Something under the bed. Parents Josh and Sarah from Nashville, Tennessee had never posted anything related to the
La paura più grande di tutti i bambini, raga.
paranormal on either one of their TikTok pages. That is until one night when Sarah and Josh discover something very strange on their bedroom security camera. Sarah is fast asleep in bed with her daughter Emma.
Ragazzi, nessuno sta dicendo ci dovete credere o meno. È content, ci divertiamo, limitatevi a vederlo e a divertirvi. Non dite è finto, non è finto. Limitatevi a vederlo e a divertirvi, ragazzi.
When this happens.
Leggi geogranzie. In Giappone, dopo lo tsunami del 2010, ci sono stati un sacco di investimenti di questo tipo con i tassisti. Si dice che siano le anime di quelli morti quel giorno, vogliono tornare a casa. Addirittura i tassisti hanno fatto un comunicato ufficiale su questa cosa dicendo che sono lì per aiutare tutti. Madonna, pensate, lol.
Little Emma is sleeping peacefully with her doll when it inexplicably moves on its own. But creepiest of all, the child's shirt appears to be getting tugged by something that's just not there. Dad Josh believes the strange event to be something paranormal, but his wife Sarah is still skeptical. But it gets even creepier. Because late one night, Josh is at work and Sarah is fast asleep. Just around midnight, the baby monitor in Emma's bedroom records something terrifying.
Se c'è sta cosa col
Sì,
cazzo
ho
lasciami via da
capito.
sola.
Gli
Questa è
posso
rotta il
per
cazzo comunque.
Gli posso dire
No,
per
non mi vuoi
favore...
incazzo, ciao, ecco, grazie. Ma in America quasi tutti hanno delle camere in casa, eh. Cioè, credo sia proprio obbligatorio forse averle.
The TV in the room is on and little Emma is awake and seems to be curious about something underneath her bed. When she goes to investigate, the little girl appears to be getting pulled underneath the bed.
Questa è più coraggiosa di me. Io tuttora oggi, se sentissi una cosa del genere, io prendo e scappo da mia madre. Non me ne frega un cazzo di non trovare sotto al letto. Ma questo, ma siamo matti?
Bed. Emma starts to cry and yells out for her mother, who soon wakes up and comes to her rescue. But just what happened to little Emma is unclear. Josh explains that he has no idea what happened to his daughter.
Comunque sembra
He
sia
shows
stata
in the video that
trascinata,
the space under Emma's bed is too small for anyone to have been hiding under there. So what do you think happened to little Emma?
È la
Could it
trascinata,
be that
cazzo.
some dark presence has attached itself to the toddler? Or just what is going on here?
Ma io ci dovremmo io
Let me
appena
know what
veniva
you
qualcuno a
think.
prendere, pezzo di
The
merda.
Haunting in Holland, Part 2.
Part 2.
So, a month ago I featured a spooky video from an anonymous Dutch YouTuber named Sabia L.
L'ho visto? Sì. Ok, questo avevo fatto pure la chance. Questo c'era una presenza oscura in casa. E vabbè, mo c'è pure Pilo, come vediamo. Un poltergeist. Questo era quello dell'ombra, vero? Codina. Questo era addosso.
Oh my god.
Guarda, guarda. E non c'è nessuno, prima c'era andata lì, eh. Ma tu immagina da vicino e vedi sta cosa, guarda. No, no, aspetta, non è ancora arrivato il momento, la parte brutta, ragazzi. Ma se t'avvicini non t'avvicini così, chiudi gli occhi e ci vedi gli occhi chiusi, cazzo.
Saranno andando.
Io ci andrei occhi chiusi perlomeno. Ma guarda, guarda. Guarda adesso. L'avete visto,
The video
chat?
was a
Vaffanculo, Kogelex, mi ha fatto cagare sotto. Guarda! Tu come fai a spiegare sta cosa? Cioè, qualcuno l'ha vestito mentre è uscito dal balcone di entrata.
At the time,
È
the
troppo
video was a
scuro,
bit
non
of
c'è
a
neanche
mystery,
l'ombra, non è
as all
possibile
the
che sia
information I
qualcuno.
had was her YouTube username, Sabia L, and that she was living in Holland. But since then, I've actually been able to contact Sabia and ask her about her videos. Sabia shared with me that she lives in a small apartment in Holland in a house that was built in 1923. She says she doesn't really know the history of the house, but that ever since she moved in last year, she noticed a presence in the home.
Ma abita da
Cabinet
sola?
doors open and close on their own. Things move, and on multiple occasions she has seen a dark shadow out of the corner of her eye. Sabia says that she was a skeptic before she moved in, but after experiencing the repeated paranormal activity, she became a believer. Now, after I featured Sabia L's video last time, she received many encouraging comments from Nuke's Top 5 viewers, and so she decided to start filming more of the strange activity in her home. One night, she captures something downright creepy.
Creepy e non chilling? Immagino...
Wat is er toch aan de hand? De lamp is
Non mi dica che sta dietro le tende, please, eh.
Dat is dat vieze, creepy ass keukentje.
Porca madonna. Devi fare piano!
Kijk, dat bedoel ik dus. Dat is dat licht. Fuck, ik kom niet zo.
Porca madonna, perché non ci va piano? Jesus Christ, non ci andare, perché vai così vicini?
Zie, er is hier dus. Dit is dus het lichtknopje. Het is echt helemaal niet. Deze deur is gewoon dicht. Het is hier gewoon echt helemaal
Come
niemand.
fa questa? C'ha le palle più grosse delle mie. Porca Ranna, bro! Devi rannare lì.
Zo'n ding. Kijk,
Io.
dat bedoel ik dus. Dat bedoel ik dus. Oh my god. Er is hier echt helemaal niemand.
Mo se gira e c'è qualcuno
A
guarda.
heavy sliding door that's fairly difficult to move actually slides sideways completely on its own. Sabia is freaked out but tries to stay calm. The light in the kitchen then
Come fa
shuts on and
2009
off and the cabinet
infatti,
door
cane?
opens and closes. Sabia can't find any explanation for the strange activity. Another night, and she records again as the presence seems to be getting more and more aggressive.
Dat ding beweegt. Kijk, zie.
Ha detto Kek! Ha detto Kek!
Kijk,
Ha detto Kek, ragazzi! Ma io l'ho sentito. Ha detto Kek, ragazzi! Assurdo.
kijk,
Kek.
zie.
Se me la fa cascare lo ammazzo di botte il fantasma. Wow. Ma anche è possibile che ci siano i fili, ragazzi, actually, là. Come fai a girarlo quei fili là? Ha fatto 3 direzioni diverse. Come fai a girarlo quei fili là? Non riesci. Ah, però non può essere un filo. Come fai a essere un filo? C'è 3 direzioni diverse. È quasi impossibile sia un filo.
Is dit allemaal? Ik vind het helemaal niet leuk.
Oh. Ma così si rompe casa. Ah, ma così si rompe casa. Fallo uscire, pistalo di botte, oh.
Oh my god.
Mo. Dimmi se n'è incazzato.
Helemaal alleen. Oh, dat ding. Oké, ik ga hier weg.
Ma come fai a essere così calmo? Forse è abituata.
Veel in mijn huis.
And then, only 2 days later,
Guarda, come
Sabia
fa a sentire?
captures something else.
Cioè.
Something absolutely horrifying.
Ecco, ci mancava. Porco. Ma tu ti immagini, stai qui sul letto tutto buio, porco, dici uno ti spegne la luce e non vedi più un cazzo.
Licht elke keer. Oh.
Porco.
Dat was een
Oh!
stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jezus.
Ma che sei matto?
Wat is dat?
Oh, porca ma...
Ja.
Sabia watches from her bedroom as all of her lights flicker on and off.
Quella è una
She
cazzata,
suddenly hears
com'era?
the voice of what sounds like a young girl, but the voice is so low and muffled that it's barely comprehensible in Dutch. But that's not even the creepiest part of the video. Because, did you see it? Watch one more time.
Licht elke keer. Oh.
A horrifying dark figure can be seen standing in
Donna.
Sabia's living room, seemingly watching her from behind the sliding door before it disappears into thin air. So is Sabia's home haunted by a dark presence? Let me know what you think. You can watch all of Sabia L's paranormal encounters over on her YouTube channel, Sabia L.
Alzo le mani.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Highway 5 Ghost Girl. This next video, posted to Reddit by user Lil Goth Doll, was recorded from a monitor, then screen capped on a phone before it finally made its way to the internet. So it's a bit potato quality. Nevertheless, the video is chilling. It was pulled from the dashcam feed of 2 truck drivers after a very frightening incident. So, one night 2 truckers are driving on Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama, when they get the scare of a lifetime. The panic-stricken truck drivers pull over and call 911. But when they check the highway and the surrounding area along with arriving police, they don't find anything.
E se ne sarà nada.
There's just no one there. After the truck drivers request a viewing of the footage recorded that night on Highway 5, they are shocked. Just like they thought, there is in fact a girl in a long dress walking across the road, seemingly getting hit by their truck.
Le reazioni
They
sembrano
later
vere.
find out that there's a well-known ghost story associated with this road, Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama. The story goes that 10 years ago on a rainy night, a teenage girl on her way home from her high school prom lost her life on the road after being hit by an 18-wheeler truck. Over the years, many truck drivers claim that they have witnessed a girl wearing a prom dress on Highway 5. So could it be that these truck
Ma
drivers...
sapete che una marea di persone dicono che i morti rimangono dove muoiono? Cioè, tipo, se uno muore in autostrada rimane là, no? Si sono morti.
captured the prom
bro.
dress ghost of Highway 5? Their reactions certainly look
No, ma la loro
convincing.
reazione è vera proprio. La loro reazione è verissima.
But as always, you decide.
La loro reazione è verissima, la loro reazione qua. Cioè, non puoi dire che è falsa, guarda.
The Ghost Files. Popular German paranormal investigators Die Geisterakten, which translates to The Ghost Files, travel to an allegedly haunted estate in Bad Ems, Germany. The sprawling structure was constructed in the 1920s and served as a critical care center
Intendevo le
run
anime
by the
comunque.
Protestant Church. The makeshift medical center was staffed by nuns and female church
lui
officials
già.
who devoted their lives to caring
Non te
for the
caga.
sick
Full
and
screen,
the
full
elderly.
screen, ragazzi. Full
Many of the patients at the care center suffered from
Oh, ma quello è il
devastating and
Chat, quello è il dottor di X-Men.
elderly.
È lui.
Many of the patients at the care center suffered from devastating and highly contagious diseases. So it's not surprising that over its 70-year history, many people lost their lives inside these walls, including men, women, children, and even the devoted nuns who often caught infectious diseases from the very patients that they were treating.
Madonna.
The staff of the care center slowly dwindled until there was just no one left to care for patients. The care center was eventually left abandoned in 1993. Cut to current day. The abandoned historic building is said to be haunted by the spirits of its deceased patients. There are countless reports from visitors who claim to have seen dark apparitions and witnessed unexplained supernatural activity inside the old abandoned care home. The Die Geisterakten investigators split up into 3 teams to explore different sections of the massive building. When team members Daniel and Viola explore the basement, they begin to experience something truly bizarre.
Ci vedono troppo questi posti, porco.
Hast du das gehört?
Was war? Was war?
Da war das klang gerade wie eine Stimme.
Eine Stimme. Einfach durch so eine Tür gehen.
Hast du das gehört?
Che vuol dire?
Hallo? Ist jemand bei uns?
Sto gran cazzo. Se non
Sì,
traducono,
ho
io
capito.
purtroppo il tedesco non lo
Gli
conosco.
posso gli posso dire per favore che
No.
Ähm,
Ma che cos'è, basta? 20 passi,
Wir waren gerade schon
Footsteps.
wieder Schritte.
Eh sì.
Hallo?
Oh, ma quella è un'ombra che si muove?
Jetzt von hier?
Wollen wir mal gucken gehen?
Auf jeden
Das
Fall.
sind definitiv Schritte. Hast du das gehört? Halt,
Was
mach,
denn?
halt.
Was war?
Es hat gerade übelst geknallt. Hallo?
Daniel and Viola hear the unexplained voice of a child and soon after hear loud footsteps coming from all directions. The two investigators call out to whoever could be making the creepy sounds, but no answer. And
Da
Daniel
quello che ho capito, in live non si possono fare queste cose. A meno che non chiedi il consenso di andare in un posto.
and Viola aren't the only ones hearing strange things. Team members Julia and Katja are exploring another area of the building that used to be the children's ward, and they too start to hear something.
Ich tue mich mit der Ecke hier schwer.
Okay.
Ja, da kommt so viel Stabertöne aus der Ecke. Das hört sich an, als ob ein Kind schreit.
Hast du es gehört?
Ja.
Ich hab's auch gehört.
Da wieder. Da war ja mal ein Baby, eine Kinderstation.
Julia and Katja also hear the creepy voice of a child coming from somewhere inside the building. Later into the investigation, Daniel and Viola start hearing unexplained footsteps on a stairway and begin to feel like someone is watching them. They set up a thermal imaging camera and connect to a large screen so that they can watch in real time. They sit down on the stairs and start to ask questions directed to any spirits still lingering in the abandoned care home. The two witness and capture something absolutely chilling.
Du bist noch auf der Treppe, ne?
Magst du mal die Treppe runterkommen? Komm doch mal zu uns. Setz dich doch mal zwischen uns.
La moglie deve stare di mortacci, tu stai zitto.
Gerade wird's eiskalt.
Umso länger wir miteinander reden, umso mehr werdet ihr, ne? Gibt's irgendeinen Kommunikationsmechanismus,
Comunicazione.
in dem ihr euch, wenn ihr mit uns redet, wenn ihr mit Menschen allgemein redet, der dann die anderen Energien anzieht?
Hinter uns und an deiner rechten Schulter.
Das ist rundrum gerade.
Ja, aber das sieht gerade, also bei dir rechts ist definitiv, irgendwie sieht das aus, als würde sich da irgendwas manifestieren. Also wir können dich sehen über unsere Technik, können wir dich so ein bisschen sichtbar machen. Magst du mal meine rechte Hand berühren?
Beh, dai, ma... Sì, ma c'è posto.
Questa
non
cosa
ti
è
preoccupare.
fighissima.
Fammi... Glielo posso
Ma perché
dire,
lui
almeno
gli specchia i video poi non capisco? Ma perché?
The investigators watch as thermal shapes and distortions seem to appear all around them. One figure seems to rise up right between them, and another shape even seems to touch Daniel's hand. Meanwhile, Julie and Katja, who are exploring a different section of the large building, are also beginning to feel like they are not alone.
They are not alone.
Okay, da war ein kleiner Elf. Wer ist das? Hallo?
Daniel?
Dimmi.
Wer ist da?
Oh, lol.
Jetzt ist jemand da.
Infatti, ma in teoria
Allo?
vedo che però non veda solo il calore, vedo anche il meno calore, no? Allora in teoria. Cioè se riesce a distinguere il calore, allora dovrebbe riuscire a distinguere anche quello che è meno caldo.
Wer ist da?
Perché distingue quello che è più caldo.
Was war das bitte?
war das bitte? Das war nicht.
Famoso Daniel mi hanno menato.
Jetzt müssen wir die anderen aber informieren. Oh Gott.
Leute, wir sind nicht mehr alleine.
Hallo, wer ist da?
Oh, ma ho visto solo io quello?
Oh mein Gott, mein Herz rast.
Poi scusate,
Allo?
se possono passare attraverso i muri, perché cazzo fanno le scale?
Alter, was geht da bitte ab? Oh mein Gott.
Ferite? Ah, là ci sta.
Julie and Katja hear disturbing sounds and movement coming from somewhere near them. Because the sounds are so loud, they think there might actually be another person in there with them.
Non in questi video
They
specifici.
decide to just get out of there. Using their walkie-talkies, they call the rest of the team back to their meeting point. But whatever is in the building seems to follow them. What happens next shocks them all.
Sì. Che succede dopo?
Hier an der Treppe haben wir unten das Licht gesehen und die Stimme.
Hallo?
Das war aber hier unten.
Stefan?
Ja.
Hinter uns. Das klang gerade wie Stöckelschuhe. Habt ihr das gehört?
Ja. Was wie vorhin auf der Treppe.
Stöckelschuhe. Stöckelschuhe. Ganz eindeutig. Hallo?
Merda. Quello è uno che passava, eh.
Stefan is downstairs when the rest of the team hears the sound of high heels coming down a hallway. When they look down the hall, one of their cameras captures the dark silhouette of what seems to be a woman walking from right to left before suddenly vanishing into thin air. So did Die Geisterakten capture the spirits of deceased patients that are said to haunt the abandoned building? And if not, just what did they capture? You can watch this full 2-hour episode and many more creepy investigations over on the YouTube channel Die Geisterakten. Thanks for watching. Please follow me on Instagram here and on Twitter there. And hopefully I'll see you next week.